Okay, so it seems that you have an animation where the keyframes for the empty is moving the model, but you don't want that. You want the model itself to move with it, so you can export that data with the plugin for EmoteCraft. So you're gonna need to adjust the keyframes that the empty affected. So basically what I'll do right now is I'm gonna make a copy. So I'm gonna select this, select the hierarchy, so I can select all of it, or I can just go in X-ray mode and select everything here. And duplicate it. So this is a duplicate, and then let me just hide all of this real quick. Actually, I can just turn off that. Let's just push this. Let's give this. This is a copy, remember? Um, let's just give this a new material. So let's just copy that skin one. So now I'm going to go into the viewport display and change the color to blue just to make it, more visible. And I'm going to select everything and then the blue block last. I'm going to hit Control L, link materials. So now we can see this. And now, since I didn't keyframe this, if I go back, it'll reset it. So now you can more visibly see what you're working with here. Remember, this is the copy, and now we're going to work with the original. So the original empty, you can just delete, and then we can use this copy for reference. This is solely for reference, basically. So I saw that you don't have a lot of keyframes for movement on there, fortunately, but now that it's removed, it's moving a lot more. Which your animation might not be like that because you had it differently. I don't know if it was affecting just a couple keyframes, but it's basically just this. So white is the original, blue is the one you want. So what we can do is, I don't know if your rig for EmoCraft, I downloaded this one a while back. This one has the torso parent, everything else. So you can just, like do this and then like keyframe that. Oh, sorry. Location rotation, and then have it go here. So when you play back, it goes like this. See how it falls back? And then you can tweak the movements. I'm just going to the animation tab up here. And then I click down here, go into the graph editor. And then down here, let's make this a little bit more visible. There's the torso thing right here. So object transforms. You can see every single. You can see. Oh, sorry. Go back to 0. You can see every single part that's affected. So say I only want to move it on the y-axis. I can select this, and when it's selected, hit Shift H, and it'll only show me that. So now these curves, you can adjust it. So let's say this is a little too forward or back. You can just click this keyframe and then like G and then hold Y to select it only up and down. And then you can adjust that. Alternatively, I don't know how you animated it, like fully is the thing. So I can just have the empty right here. Let's see. And then you can see the keyframes right here on the little black dots. This is frame 5, this is frame 10, this is frame 20. So now I can go back to the original that I want to fix, select everything, but unselect the back ones that were affected. And then I can just drag this and it'll move the whole thing. So if it's not parented and all of these blocks have like their own origin point, that's what you'd want to do. But you can also just straight up like move the torso here and then have that you can have that move it. And I have automatic keyframes on, so it'll just save. Actually, no, I don't. I lied. I'm sorry. You can just move it here, and then just keyframe it. And you can see that you're getting your spacing back because obviously it's a 2-player animation, so you're definitely going to want to keep all of that. So yeah, there wasn't a lot of keyframes, so hopefully you can adjust it really easily. I did give it, yeah, so right here on frame 72, I believe, I had it where I accidentally, quote unquote, animated it so it went down. So you can just select this one and push it back to where it needs to be. Because I know your guy keeps clipping to the ground. So say if you see this and it's just like a spike downwards, you can just shove it back up. And obviously with the graph editor, it is like a spline. So it will affect the other neighboring ones. And there's these controls right here if you do need to do that. So those are the main 2 ways you can do it right there. So yeah, you can go to this, see what part it's at, animate this, just keyframe that, and then bam. So let's see, like frame 30, just do that, bam. And now it's basically following that. You can obviously fine tune it just to make sure you have like the spacing you want for this animation, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And then this goes back. So yeah, now that that's there, you're gonna want everything, all the other keyframes to come back. So you'll select everything else, and then just shift it up if it's not where it needs to be. So hopefully that helps.